Mutya Pilipinas World Top Model. She proudly wear the crown but will also represent the Philippines in the international beauty competition, which will be held in the lovely and sun-kissed small but luxurious town of Monte Carlo. To welcome us all this afternoon, let's all give a warm round of applause for the President of Mutya Pilipinas, Miss Cory Quirino.
Okay, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Nandito naman po tayo.
Hola, Arvin.
Our second get-together since we relaunched Mutya Pilipinas 2019. At meron po kaming good news para sa inyong lahat dahil meron po tayong additional title for Mutya Pilipinas, and that's World Top Model. Oh, I have to acknowledge the presence of our chairman of the board, Fred Yuson, who is here.
Hola.
Palakpakan po natin si Fred. Fred, please join us in the, dito na. And Jed Poblete. Jed, you want to join us? Siyempre, nung in-offer yung World Top Model sa amin, ang unang tanong ko sa aming chairman na si Fred Yuson, Fred, would you like to embrace the fashion and modeling world? Eh, he's very fashionable. Ang sagot niya, why not? Accept. And so, with the spirit of cooperation and friendship with World Top Model at ang may-ari na si Fiore Tondi, pupunta po dito sa Pilipinas August 18 para sa coronation night ng Pilipinas. And with his help, then we decided we're going to include one more title, World Top Model Philippines. As you saw the introduction earlier, you got a glimpse into the world of World Top Model. And the first competition where the Philippines will be competing in will be in Monte Carlo in the Principality of Monaco. So I said, why not? Right, Fred? I quote you now. Mutya ng Pilipinas before has been around for 50 years. Ito po ay aming 51st year. At if you notice, we dropped the nang for marketing and purposes. Dahil po, we wanted to make Mutya Pilipinas more current, more now, more relevant. Not that it was irrelevant before, it's just that we are embracing a whole new dimension in the definition of Mutya Pilipinas as a beauty pageant. With the addition of World Top Model, Mutya Pilipinas now becomes a hybrid beauty pageant. We are including and seriously respecting the modeling and fashion world. And hopefully we will have a very strong alliance with World Top Model, and that our winner will do very well in Monaco for the competition. Which is the reason why we reached out to the PMAP, and here in their presence, I'm going to announce their presence, Ana Sideco, PMAP President. Ana. And Paulette Quinto, PMAP Board Member. Sila po ay magre-represent ng serious part ng modeling world dahil po this is the first time we will venture into this. And it's interesting to know, and not a coincidence, that Anna told me that she was modeling for Major Model, which is the partner of World Top Model. It's not a coincidence. So with that, I would like to ask PMAP to give us a few words. And then, Fred, later on, an inspirational message from you. Please welcome Ana Sideco ng PMAP.
Thank you, Ms. Cory. Good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Ana Sideco, and I'm the current PMAP President. First of all, I'd like to thank Ms. Cory and her team for recognizing our association, the Professional Models Association of the Philippines, as home of the top models in our country. We have actually produced top models, fashion icons, and actually even beauty queens in the last years. And we are very proud of this partnership, and we hope that we can produce a girl that's really world-class and that we can send her abroad. So our role for the World Top Model World Top Model is to prepare this girl, this very lucky and special girl, who will be sent to Monaco in France to compete. And so on behalf of my team, we would like to accept this tie-up, and we're very excited. So hopefully that we have more pageants like this who will focus on the modeling industry. What we have noticed, as you have all know, that modeling and the pageant world, they're two very different worlds, and it's opposite actually. Modeling is, you know, like poker face and is always serious, versus beauty queens who's always smiling, waving to people. So that's what we want to show the rest of the country, that it's not only beauty pageants. We don't have just beauty pageants. We also have like the fashion world that we have to focus on. So on behalf of my team, we're very much grateful for this partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. But you are smiling. Mr. Chairman, a few inspirational words from you. Fred Yuson. Without him, there is no Mutya Pilipinas, nor world top model in the Philippines.
Thank you, Cory. So 3 months ago, we were all here together, and of course, we were very proud to have Cory be our president. So part of the strategy then was really to gain back more of the brands as we promised. So one of the good brands is the top model of the world. So we're very excited with this partnership. So we'll get our candidates to be world class. They will be exposed, and it will be a very good platform for us. This Mutya Pilipinas will be a very good startup for us. So there's more brands coming. So watch out. So our coronation is gonna be on the 18th. So we'll start everything from the 8th to the 12th. So we're inviting everyone. It'll be very exciting with our Madam President, Miss Cory. I'm not supposed to, be in the limelight. It's more of her, but she keeps on insisting me to talk. So anyway, we're here. We're the Mutya family. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Cory Quirino, Ms. Ana Sideco, and Mr. Fred Yuson. And let's focus our attention now on the screen for the message of Mr. Fiore Tondi, President and founder of World Top Model.
A tutti, sono Cory Quirino, Presidente della World Top Model, sono molto felice che finalmente il World Top Model è ancora lì nella magica e splendida nazione delle Filippine. Un augurio speciale va alla mia responsabile nazionale delle Filippine, Cory Quirino, che le auguro di cuore un mondo di successi e tanta felicità al World Top Model. Ciao a tutti dalla mia splendida e magica e bella Italia. Ciao a tutti, ciao ciao.
That was Mr. Fiore Tondi, President and founder of World Top Model. As was mentioned earlier, this year's new title category is very special because it's a tie-up between Mutya Pilipinas and the PMAP, or Professional Models Association of the Philippines. And to commemorate this wondrous occasion and to make all of it official, we'd like to call on again the chairman of Mutya Pilipinas, Mr. Fred Yuson, president of Mutya Pilipinas, Ms. Cory Quirino, and the president of the Professional Models Association of the Philippines, Ms. Ana Sideco, on stage for the contract signing.
Hindi, ngayon na gusto ko. Gusto ko ngayon na. Pilya. Ngayon na, pilya. Boss, wala boss.
So, yoko lang ah. Kamera sa likod.
Yoko lang.
national pageantry for Mutya Pilipinas. Yes, I suppose this is one of the pageants that they are promoting. It's going to be a merger of modeling industry and pageantry, so it's going to be really exciting. I'm gonna have photos taken muna. I'll see you guys later.
Congratulations to the tie-up between the Professional Models Association of the Philippines and Mutya Pilipinas. And now we would like to open the floor to additional questions that you may have. Please feel free to ask them now.
Dolly.
Thank you.
Dolly here. Where's CJ? CJ.
There's a microphone in front. You can just approach the microphone if you have any questions.
Good afternoon, Jay Pata from IFBCC. Congratulations, first of all, for having top model in the Mutya family of franchises. So, my first question would go to Anna. Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, but since you are a model of you are with PMAP, there used to be Philippine candidates for top model before, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, but it's not with PMAP.
Yes.
I think so. But I think there's no pageant. I think the models who were sent to World Top Model is pre-selected. So there's no competition.
No competition, right? So since it is with Mutya Pilipinas now, and we will be getting with Mutya Pilipinas, and we are going to you are going to train the girls. So how do you reconcile now the training of a beauty queen to being a top model?
What do you mean? We don't really train beauty queens. We don't. Most of our models are just models, fashion models, and then they move on to become beauty queens. So we don't train them to become beauty queens.
No, I mean the one who is going to represent the country.
To win?
Yes.
That just Miss Cory specified that it's only gonna be the World Top Model girl. So it's only gonna be one girl. So for training, so we're gonna have runway mostly because it's different. The walk of the fashion model is different from a beauty queen, right? So it's gonna be more on. They specify that it's gonna be for runway and for photo shoots. So I think we're gonna focus on that aspect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm Nolly for OPM Worldwide. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to know if there will be during for the coronation night, if there will be a special segment or special competition for the modeling, or it will be part of the pageant as a whole.
Actually, we were planning, this was our dilemma. So we said, okay, since we're going to have a gala charity night, that will be the best time for our runway competition to take place. And since we're also judging our candidates on their runway excellence and projection, why not do the pre-judging already for World Top Model during the gala charity night without any announcements yet?
Okay, follow-up question. We used to have a supermodel before, elite. So how this top model of the world set apart from those modeling competition?
As I was told by the owner of World Top Model, once our candidate wins, or even if she doesn't win, she will be offered a training scholarship in Milan. It's like a training ground in World Top Model, and I quote him when he said, after major model manages the career of your winner, from being a model for World Top Model and major model, she can move on to becoming a supermodel. So, I'm so excited for our winner. As Anna was saying, the lucky girl is going to have a very promising future.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Hello, Miss Cory, Norman from Norman. Actually, I have so many things inside my head. I don't know how to start the question. And I want Anna to chime in also because medyo it's ambivalent yung mga thoughts ko right now. Mutya Pilipinas is a peg. For many years now, Mutya Pilipinas focuses on the beautiful face of the Filipina. She doesn't have to be towering in height, but she has to espouse the beautiful face of a Pinay, whether she is pure Pinay or half-blooded or whatever.
That doesn't change.
Yes.
Okay.
And the world top model, definitely you cannot get a petite girl. She has to be tall,
5'9".
she has to be thin, she has to be a model. Now, what are the chances of, if you assemble your 40 candidates for Mutya Pilipinas 2019, what are the chances of, okay, you will have like, say, 5 girls in the 40 who could be in the short list for World Top Model, but the rest are all Mutya Pilipinas potential winners, but not World Top Model. So does that mean the World Top Model is just an added attraction, or will World Top Model be the controlling title eventually of Mutya Pilipinas?
Actually, with the inclusion of World Top Model, there is no discrimination. We do not choose one over the other or give preference over one over the other. Therefore, we're going to treat all our candidates fairly, except that the requirements of World Top Model will be a minimum height requirement of 5'9". There will still be a Q&A, and our candidate for World Top Model will still have to go through the entire process of a beauty queen. So there's no difference, except that there's another opportunity, another window for growth for our winner.
Thank you, Ms. Cory. And Anna, how strong will be your say on whoever will get the title of World Top Model Philippines? Because I'm pretty sure you will have a strong say on who deserves to get the title. Otherwise, you would not train that girl if she doesn't fit your mold or idea of top model.
Based from our initial meetings, they said that I think some of us will be part of the judging team in the charity night. So, as Miss Cory said, it's gonna be the girl is like a dual girl. It's gonna be, she has to be a beauty queen first, and then the fashion model comes after. So, what we wanted to get is a girl that can do both, because here in the Philippines we know that modeling is not really that. It's not the how do you going to say that? Parang hindi siya yung pinaka top. It's always the artistas or the beauty queens. So we want to change that, because abroad, as you know, in New York, in Milan, and in Europe, fashion models, like, they rule the fashion industry. But here it's always the opposite. It's the celebrities and the beauty queens. So that's what we wanted to tap into.
Thank you, Ms. Anna. And Sir Fred, good luck with Mutya Pilipinas. It will take us a while to get used to without the lamp, but we'll get used to it.
You're doing very well.
Hello, I'm Robert from Manila Bulletin. Ms. Cory, so far, could you please update us on the screenings you're conducting? Like, how many girls have been chosen for this year's Mutya Pilipinas pageant?
As of now, we have 10 from the Filipino communities overseas, And then we plan to tap 30 nationwide. And our big general screening will be on July 25 at the SM Mall of Asia Music Hall. You're all invited.
So,
Magiging isang masayang sitwasyon at ating selebrasyon ng ating search for Mutya
and
Pilipinas.
how many candidates are this year?
For the general screening, Joyce, to date, ilan na? I expect about 80 to 100 to appear in Mall of Asia.
But the number of official candidates, like
40. 40. So since we already have 10 from the overseas communities, we're looking for 30.
30 more.
Yes. July 11, nasa Cebu po kami. And then July 16 in Iloilo. Pampanga is no final date yet, but it will be probably sometime week after next. And then Davao, hopefully a few days before our general screening. Baka malamang July 22.
And the date for the press preview of these candidates?
August 1.
August 1. Okay.
And then we will be sending invitations.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you. As I said, Mutya Pilipinas is evolving. So gusto ko sana magpasalamat sa inyong lahat, sa inyong pagsuporta dahil we are growing, we're evolving. Everyone has the power and the privilege and the capacity to change. Lahat tayo, meron tayong kapangyarihan sa pagbabago. Lahat tayo meron yan. So, I'm happy that you're supporting our metamorphosis. Correct, Fred? Is that the right word you want to say?
Metamorph. Cory is right, no? So, nung 50th namin last year, pinakita namin yung transformation natin from an analog to digital. So, ito, the next 50 years, this is the new Mutya. No? So, yeah. Cory will just be mga 80 by then. So, okay. Watch out.
Follow-up question lang dun sa tanong ni Robert, ni Bobby. Since you are going to screen also regionally in Cebu and in some other places, so can we have the breakdown? How many are you getting from the regions, and then how many are you getting from Metro Manila?
We're open and flexible. Even Fred is saying, who knows, right? That hometown girl might just be the one. So we're not going to close the doors. Even if there's a winner in one city, let's say Cebu, but we see 3, we might invite the 3. Like in Naga, nagkaroon din kami ng search sa Naga, 2 o 3 yata emerged. Even if there's one that seemed to be the favorite or the crowd favorite or the choice of the judges locally, we feel that there is a potential in the other 2. So we keep our doors open, Jane.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Itang Concepcion of Manila Standard. Yes, no. What can we, since it's a brand new Mutya Pilipinas, what can we expect on coronation night? And do we have a theme already, Mom?
Good question. We're still meeting with our production partner. Next week, magkakaroon po kami ng signing with our production partner. Kaya abangan na lang. Yung theme wala pa, pero nasa isip at puso na namin yun.
So far, Mom, na-meet mo natin yung expectation in reaching out to different communities here and abroad, Mom.
We've not had difficulties in even reaching out to any communities, whether in the pinakasulok-sulukan ng mga barangay dito sa Pilipinas o doon sa mga hometown sa abroad, whether it's in the US or Europe, Canada, or Australia. So it's been open door for Mutya Pilipinas, and so happy that everyone is excited and supportive. Continue to dream with us, please. Thank you. And our hashtag, please, if you can include, hashtag, saan ka Mutya?
Saan ka Mutya? Yung hashtag natin for
Hello,
Mutya
good
ng Pilipinas.
afternoon. I'm from Titas of Pageantry, and one of our followers is asking, are you amenable to accept crossover beauty queens from the other pageants as well?
Oh, definitely. We're open. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Erwin from the Pageant Press Society of the Philippines. And since I'm from Ilocos region, somebody asked me to relate a question. Kasi last year, there was this Mutya ng Pilipinas Northern Luzon. And supposedly, she'll gonna be joining Mutya ng Pilipinas as super announced. But then there's a change of ownership, or change of leadership. So they're asking if what will happen to that girl who won in Lawag.
Because I'm not familiar with what happened last year, I turn this question over to our chairman.
I think there's this franchise holder last year. They just did this year, so we're in talks. So hopefully we'll see the candidate and we'll consider.
Thank you, sir.
That's Nimki, I think. Nimki.
Yeah, it's from Baguio.
From Baguio, yeah. But she's from Nueva or something.
She's from Negorota,
yes.
but she joined the pageant in Lawag.
Yeah, so we need to talk to Nimki and see if we work with them.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Tristan Francisco from the Philippine Pageantry. My main question is for Ms. Anna. Since the Professional Models Association of the Philippines is an association of freelance models here in the country, will you be encouraging members of your association to join Mutya Pilipinas for this specific chance to represent the Philippines in World Top Model?
We will be tapping some of our members if they're interested to join, and if they're qualified, they're welcome to join the pageant.
So how would you be fair in judging your members versus the other Mutya candidates?
With PIMA, we're not really biased. We go through every one of our models go through a strict screening and process, and even us as board members, since we're a non-profit organization, and we know, and especially me being president, so it's diba parang I shell out money instead of earning money from the association. So I always tell my board that you have to be fair to all the models because we're very strict. We send out memos when when they violated our rules, if they made offenses, we send out memos, and we're very strict in collecting our dues. So what I'm trying to say is, being part of the board member is, being part of the PIMAP board is a sacrifice, and you need to be fair all the time. You can't just have an iron fist with all our members. You have to be fair, like did she do parang nag-violate ba talaga siya or hindi. So in relation to Mutya pageant, that's what we're gonna do then. If some of our board members will will be part of the judges of the competition, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be fair because we do that actually yearly because we have probationary members yearly, and then sometimes we get close to these members because we have team buildings, we have retreats, we have charity events. But then come deliberation time, we always assess is she fit? Is that model fit to be part of PIMA? Even if we have relations now with her, it really every year na lang, parang it pains our heart na we have to take out this model kahit na close na kami with her because we're still thinking of the PIMA branding. So it's also gonna be the same for Mutya, for the competition.
Thank you for saying that because I just have to put that out in the open because PMUP is actually very known for being a professional group and being fair. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we did the right thing with this partnership, correct?
Yes.
Yes, because we know that they are the experts and we respect their decisions, but there will never be any bias as you originally were worried about. Thank you.
Hi, Armin Adina from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Just a clarification, in the media brief handed to us earlier in the registration, the new title was called World Top Model Philippines, but the voiceover announcer said it's Mutya Pilipinas World Top Model. So what really do you call the new title holder?
For here, nationally, it's Mutya Pilipinas World Top Model.
Okay.
But abroad, she will be World Top Model Philippines.
Okay, I see. Thanks for clarification. Just another question. Just to clarify also, the charity gala will be used as a pre-pageant judging session for whoever will be chosen as World Top Model Philippines. So how much of it will be taken into consideration for the finals?
We'll deliberate on that on the spot that same evening, but more or less it will be about anywhere from 30 to 50%.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Alexa from Rappler. And my first question is to Anna because Anna, we all know that pageantry, well, beauty pageant contests and modeling are, as you said, very different. But aside from the walk, aside from the height, what are we going to be looking for that is almost close to that of a potential beauty queen as well?
What's your question again?
But aside from, of course, we're looking for the height, we're looking for the face, but what are we also going to be looking out for when you formally choose the representative for World Top Model?
Of course, we want to have a well-rounded. We want to select a well-rounded girl, but who can shift, like a chameleon who can transform from the beauty queen. Beauty queen is very commercial, right? Smiling, commercial, versus fashion model who's like, as I've said, like her face, fierce. So we want a girl who can easily shift from those two worlds. So that's what we're looking for aside from the typical beauty queen screening. We want someone who can transform, because that's what being a model is all about. Being a model is you're modeling like clothes for a designer. You're modeling. Usually, a model has no name, has no face. It's different from a celebrity or an ambassador who these companies, they use your name, they use your they use your image, versus a model who's usually it's a blank canvas. So that's what we want to get, is someone who can shift, into those both worlds easily, like a chameleon.
Don't you think that Filipina would have that edge in Monte Carlo?
Actually, sorry, that's my next question because we're always talking about the X factor here. So, what do you think will be sort of the X factor that you're going to be looking for in that potential candidate, potential representative as well?
Watch out, World Top Model, because in Monte Carlo, in Monaco, we're not just sending a model, we're sending a beauty queen too.
And the last one po, Ms. Cory, kasi this is a new additional, so what about the other two representatives pala from the 2018? When will they be competing pala? Because Aya and Sharif have already competed. So what about sila Kesha and what's going on?
I believe that franchise was, one of the franchises was, well actually I questioned that other franchise, so we're still talking to them, and until we are sure that it is a valid, or there is a valid reason for us to send our queen, then we will, or we will not. So we are scrutinizing and studying every possible alliance Mutya Pilipinas is going to have from now.
An additional question from one of our followers. You see, in the Philippine setting, we're very concerned about morality clauses and the way we post, or some of the girls post on like publications. But since this will be for top model, will you be more open to girls who have posed in a sexy manner or who showed a little bit of nudity?
Okay, there is really there is really a shift in definition, no? From bold to sexy or seductive. And there are many levels to that, or many layers to that. And I believe that our group is wise enough to know if a candidate will be the true representative of the morals and the standards of excellence of Mutya Pilipinas. But definitely no bold, nothing bold. Although we've had a few applicants with some risque photos, but we're open, because in the past 6 years that I did a pageant, we've had that experience before, but we came to a decision, a serious decision to accept one or two but they were serious fashion shoots. So if it's a serious fashion shoot, and it's not for a men's magazine that shows off or exploits the beauty of women or their assets, then we will study that very carefully. Rest assured. Thank you. Very good.
Additional question. During the launch of the
In your grant, in your
Mutya
area.
Pilipinas pageant, you
Pwede mo ako sabi din ha. Tsaka pwede naman siguro dayaan yung pagkinanap, di ba? Yes, pwede no? Yun ang pinaka world model mo siya. Naman.
So we even have Mr. Quirino here during the launch. So may we have any updates on this?
The DILG, through Yusek Martin for Barangay Affairs, said that we could not implement it in full swing. We could not because of the elections, because of the national elections. But definitely because we already inked our alliance. Then next year, we will see a very formidable and dynamic alliance with DILG and the Liga ng mga Barangay. As of now, it's already matunog na yung Mutya Pilipinas sa mga Liga ng mga Barangay, and they're very anxious to meet with us as soon as they officially sit in office, which is already about this time. So we are already in talks with them, and we'll have a series of meetings with them to iron out the entire campaign next year.
Hi, good afternoon. Ferdy from Mississology. What will be the top title now for Mutya Pilipinas? Is it Asia Pacific? Is it World Top Model?
Yes, well actually the queen of the crowns is the bigger crown would be Miss Asia Pacific. Definitely.
Usually there are at least candidates that stands pipeline that screens and be one of those official candidates. What if she wins the Asia Pacific title, but she's the only one who is
That's been my nightmare actually. What if? But I am sure that God hears our prayers. That we will have many deserving candidates for World Top Model and many deserving candidates for Miss Asia Pacific.
Thank you and congratulations.
Also like to acknowledge the presence of the former chairman of Mutya Pilipinas, Mr. Roberto de Venecia. Come. Dito. And also the country manager of Ascot, our partner, official hotel partner, Daniel Wee, country manager, and Casey Failona of the BB for Sales and Marketing. So thank you very much, Ascot, for all the support. Maybe Tito wants you want to say a few words?
Tito will always be a part of the Mutya family. He is already our senior advisor for Mutya. Tito, say a few words without getting into trouble first.
Congratulations, Chairman Fred and President Cory. Hello to all the members of the media who are here and the guests. We've been part and parcel of the Mutya Pilipinas family, now known as Mutya Pilipinas, and also Miss Asia Pacific International. We have a long history, and I've shared that history with the new dynamic and vibrant management of Mutya Pilipinas. I've nothing to say but praises for them, and I wish them very well. I think this year they are pursuing innovation, and that's the only way you can compete. There's so many pageants all over the world, even in the Philippines, and I think Mutya Pilipinas is on the right track. I think sooner or later, personally, I believe that Mutya Pilipinas will be the leader of the pack. Thank you.
You see how aggressive these boys are, the men that I work with. Their dreams are bigger than mine. Or not. Anyway, we're happy to announce that Ogie Alcacid is our top billing our gala charity night. This will be at the Ascot BGC. And we'd like to thank Ascot kasi Ascot has been our partner for many years and will continue to be our partner. Casey, come over and say hello. Welcome everyone to your hotel and introduce them to your other properties. Daniel Week, please join us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Casey Filona. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Ascot Group Philippines. First of all, we'd like to congratulate Mutya Pilipinas for being again our partner for 2019. We're very much excited again for this partnership. Moving forward, they're going around all our properties, particularly Ortigas, Manila Bay, and also here in Makati, BGC. So we just want to highlight how big we are right now in the Philippines. Basically, we're the biggest service residence provider in the country today, and by 2021, we're growing to a much bigger number in terms of volume. Also, one of our key partners is Mr. Fred Yuson with their property in Davao. So we're very much excited and more power again to Mutya. Thank you.
Merienda na ba kayong lahat? Did you have a part of my birthday cake? Yes. It's not just my
Happy birthday!
Happy
birthday! Rara!
We will officially sing on August 11th. Happy birthday. Don't make me older than I. Oh, photo op. Okay, photo op.
Thank you, Mr. Yuson, Ms. Quirino, and Mrs. Sideco. And thank you also to Mr. Robert De Venecia and Mr. Daniel Wee. We would now like to open the floor to photo ops. We would like to ask the three to please stay on stage for the photo ops. Thank you.
Obvious na sinasabi lahat ng tao siguro.